Joy and pain, sunshine and rain. Hey y'all, what y'all up to? How y'all been? What's poppin'? Been eating some sesame seed chicken. Oh yeah. Okay. So anyway, this is Real Housewives of Atlanta. No, I didn't get to watch the Grammys, unfortunately. I went to sleep about 6:30, darlings. And woke back up at like 2 in the morning. So I'm well rested. I just missed every damn thing, including the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But thank God for good old Amazon Prime. You know, I watched it on my phone, etc., etc. So, okay, so this is like day 3 or 4. The ladies are still in Tokyo. Portia received a package from Dennis. He sent her some flowers and stuff, real cute. And you know, it was real nice to see. So Tanya, I don't know if somebody appointed her this, but Tanya became Eva's Bachelorette director person moment. And you know, they're she's doing her thing. She had somebody come help her set up. It was real nice. It was real cute. You know, Tanya, she's very, you know, animated and excited. She's a event planner girl. She is a ball of energy and positivity, darling. Something that this group is not used to. So, you know, they had the whole thing. All the girls arrived one by one. Soon as Candy came in, she fixed her a good old plate. And which is probably the first thing I would have did too. It was a cute spread. It was beautiful looking at it. I was like, okay. All the girls get there, and however they got there. At first it was Portia, of course, Tanya, and Candy, and Shamari, and Cynthia. You know, those girls was early. Then the later girls came in, you know, the Nenes, the Evas. The Nenes, the Evas, the Marlos, and things. So, you know, everybody arrived, whatever. Nene was stank. She said while Tanya went off into a room, she was just like, I just don't think Tanya get it, but I'm going to let it go. Just threw that out in the air. So, Nene, why is you messing up the atmosphere already with that foolishness? I was just like, really, Nene? We got the same hair color, but you showing out. I don't act nothing like you. You showing out. So, you know, Portia explained to the girls she could possibly, allegedly, maybe, you know, they're looking at engagement rings, etc., etc. So Tanya comes out all excited. Welcome to Eva's bachelorette party. Woohoo! And all this kind of stuff. It was just like, girl, sit down. Nene instantly got up and walked off all stank. Tanya tried to talk to her, be like, hey, do you need a cocktail? What do you need? Nene still kept walking. Just hateful and mad and evil and rude and stank. Nene Leakes is something else with her attitude, I tell you. So she got off and walked off. She didn't participate in nothing, child. I was just like, oh God, child, you so hateful. So Tanya, she bought a stripper, this little Asian man to come strip for Eva, a Japanese stripper. Yeah, he was adorable, but wasn't the business at all. He had on this little string, this white string. I don't know if it was paper towels glued together. I don't know what it was, but he had issues getting that off. And you know, he finally had a little G-string moment on. He did a little Tide dance. You know, he didn't go over there with most of the ladies was. He was just strictly over there on the couch where Eva, Nene, and Marlo sat. So he left. Then Tanya was just like, okay, you guys, I have a game. I have a game for you guys to play. Okay? The game I want you guys to play is to dress up in Harajuku clothing. And you know how the Harajuku girls, you know, that Gwen Stefani used to have in her videos? Yes, we're going to do that, and it's going to be awesome. How about it? The ladies was just like, but is that fun, though? Child, it was just like, child, is boring. Let's just turn up. Now, Tanya had mentioned a little earlier that she had some pickles in the building. Ooh. Ain't nothing like good cold water, I tell you. Now, Portia, she was already excited about the pickles. And so there's just like, child, I got a little game to play. So Portia decided this nasty, freaky game. She take the pickles, and the ladies act like, one of the ladies act like they have, you know, that pickle is a dick. And the other one, you know, which is, you know, perform sexual acts on them, child. Child, they had Cynthia bent over on that couch. Portia said, she was just like, child, oh my gosh, what did she say? I have to.
Somebody get Cynthia her damn life alert, because she is about to fall.
I screamed when Portia said that. Somebody get Cynthia's life alert because she about to fall. I could not help it. Cynthia wanted to be bent over on the couch. Child. She had to get little Shamari to poke her. Of course, Shamari is shorter than Cynthia, and it just wasn't working. It was just a fool and a mess. Child, Candy laid down on the floor. You know, Candy, child. Of course, she was the one that acted like she had the thing. And Eva, you know, was on top of her. Candy trying to shove it in, being all rough. No foreplay, just trying to shove it in. The ladies went out to the club afterward. It was a mess. They showed a scene where Marla was on the ground. Child, I guess she locked herself out of her room or didn't have her room key. She's talking about she the most beautiful black girl in the world. Don't you know who I am? Don't you know who I am? The man was just like, no, we don't know you over here. I was like, oh my God. Cynthia went to bed early. Later on that day, Nene had got a phone call from Gregory, you know, just to talk about everything. You know, Nene, she's so stressed out. She's so stressed out. She's going through so much. She missed Greg and the way he used to be, etc. They say you become a new person every 7 years, Nene. So, you know, and on top of that, that man is going through something. I know that you are his caregiver and you're going through it with him, but it's actually in his body. He's the one that's actually suffering. Or not suffering. You know, I don't know the current situation of Greg Leaks or what's going on. He seems to be doing okay now, so God bless him for that. But yeah, it's like, you know, some of the same old, same old. A little later on, Nene had a scene with Cynthia first. And, you know, they were talking, and Cynthia, she was just like, I really don't know how to help my friend with this. When Cynthia first came in, you know, Cynthia, she was just like, yeah, child, I had to go to sleep. Talking about the time difference and everything is rough. Talking about working on this whole winery thing. And Nene was just like, yeah, but let me tell you what's going on with me. Very dismissive, very rude, very hateful. And of course, good old Cynthia just gonna sit there and take whatever Nene gives her. I don't know. I couldn't be bothered with that for 5 minutes. And, you know, then she went on, she got emotional with Cynthia, said she's just going through so much. And Cynthia, I just don't know how to help my friend, because Nene is the friend that has to keep it together all the time and be strong. And I do understand that. Because there's many times where I feel like I have to be that friend to people, to my friends. So I do understand that. It's like, you know, oh, Chase gonna be alright. Just because Chase walk around with a smile every day doesn't mean that Chase ain't got things going on, you know. But a lot of times myself, I just choose not to talk about things because you know, when you go through real life stuff that can't nobody help with, it's like, oh, what's the point? You know, ain't no solutions. You can't help me out with this. Hell, I can't even help me out with this. So it's just like, what's the point in talking about it? But I do realize some things, it's just, it weighs too heavy on your heart, and it is best to just, you know, let certain things out and go. But yeah, Nene's just, doing her whole little gig and whole little act. And I help take care of multiple people in my family. My main person I take care of is my mother, who has a really bad arthritis and 66 years old. So I do know some of what Nene is going through. Yes, it is rough a lot of days. Really, really rough. But sis, I mean, girl. But anyway, like I said, still with me going through all of what I go through, not just with that, but just with multiple things, I still don't take out my things on other people. I still walk around, even when people get on my nerves at my job, whatever it is, I still don't take it out on people that ain't done nothing to me. And so when other people can't do that, it really makes me wonder. It's just like, girl, well, why can't you do that? Or are you just using this or are you just using this bad situation you're going through as an excuse because it's just how you really feel, and that you just really are an asshole? That could be it as well. You don't know. Much later on, Eva had a scene with Nene, and they were talking, and Nene was sent a whole bunch of flowers. It was from Greg. She got really emotional. She said this beautiful she read this beautiful message that Greg wrote on the card. It was beautiful and sweet and nice. And, Nene became much nicer after that. The ladies went sword fighting. That was funny. They was making all kind of comments and stuff. It was a trip. They were scared. They ended up getting wooden swords. They was getting trained on how to do it, child. It was Portia versus Nene. Nene lost. It was Marlo versus Candy. Y'all know Marlo a sharpshooter. Y'all know Marlo. Marlo was just like, I've had experience with knives back in the day, but not knives this long. I was just like, yeah, Marlo, we know that you sharpshooter. What my girl Lady Nika say? She called Marlo something. It's so funny. But yeah, y'all know Marlo cut you down. And then I believe it was Shamari and Tanya. Child, little Shamari, that little feisty thing. She about killed Tanya. I was like, Father God, dear God in heaven. What else happened? It was just a lot of tears this episode for sure. And Nene was just like, she get tired of being a strong friend. She get tired of going through all the stuff that she go through, etc., etc. And I understand that, Nene. And she got feelings too, but why don't you show them then sometimes, Nene? Stop being such an asshole sometimes, and people would think differently about you. We gonna see scenes of the up and coming future episodes of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's what I'm waiting for, because that's gonna be lit. I can't wait to see that. It's gonna get good, child. Nene go. Apparently, allegedly, Nene is suspended from the Real Housewives of Atlanta because I believe she attacked the cameraman or something. Nene, what is going on, Nene? You need to talk to Ayanna. Nene's showing out. Intervention for Nene. We got to help our sister Nene. It's like, Lord, Nene, we want to like you, but you just be trying it. Oh, I gotta go get me some more water. But yeah, Lanethia, Bigfoot. Okay, so they were showing scenes of Nene and Greg and Bear and all that kind of stuff. Whoop to whoop. So we get to the final dinner. It's very beautiful. All the girls wore their kimonos. Most of the girls wore their kimonos. It was lovely. Marlo looked very pretty. So yeah, Eva was saying how much she liked Shamari, how Shamari's a turn-up queen, etc. Shamari, they're trying to market you as a drunk, girl. What you got to say for yourself? They decided to go around the room and do everybody's highs and lows of the trip and just in life. Eva was saying that her highs is, having her baby, getting ready to get married and all the good stuff. Lows is her grandfather. Cynthia was just like, my highs is, everything that's going on with me, positive, Will, etc. I might get married. My lows is Noelle going off to college. Candy was just like, "Oh, my highs is everything, child. I'm opening up a third OLGs. I still haven't been to the first one. Said that, I'm doing really well. I might possibly have another baby on the works, surrogacy, etc., etc. Whoop to whoop." She kept going on and on. Cynthia had to cut Candy off. It was just like, that's a little bit too much for you. Thank you so much, Candy. Thank you for your time. I love you. So then, Nene, she was just like, yeah, my highs are, did she say, Nene didn't say she had any highs. She just said her lows is everything's going on with Greg and also something else, but I choose not to talk about it right now. It wasn't nothing but Tanya. She's still mad over the whole Tanya thing. Nene, oh God. I've never liked moose, ever. I've always been a reindeer. Caribou. I've always been I know that mooses and deers are like distant cousins or in the same family or whatever, but I've never liked mooses. I've always liked deers, elk, caribou, But anyway, so Shamari said her highs is her and her husband are working on an album together. Her lows is that she kind of fell out of love with music and singing, and now her and Ronnie is working on an album together, which I think is a terrible idea, but whatever. I would love to hear another black album, which is her and her sister. Rest in peace to sis who passed away in black. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then they was just showing the scenes of next time, child. I guess we're gonna figure out why Nene got suspended. Nene looks like she's gonna get into it with Marlo and a bunch of other people. It's just gonna be a mess. Nene's just showing out in the fool. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at It's Kingsworth on Instagram and Twitter. At It's Kingsworth89 on Snapchat. Hissing on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. Run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. I love you so much. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later, darlings.